Right, before we get into this video, you may be wondering why we are stood in essentially a building site, because in my little time off now, we are investing into the channel where we are trying to get to 1 million subscribers. We are starting Team Aspinall membership. We'll be working from this gym, this studio, but before we get into it, follow me, I'll give you a little tour around. In the Team Aspinall membership, you'll be getting lives, previews, and some free as well. So let's get into the first numbered card of the year.
Right, Tom, UFC 324, first UFC of the year. How are you feeling for it? And of course, we have to give a special shout out to a Team Aspinall training partner.
Yes, people, how's it going? UFC light heavyweight fighter, Modestas Bukauskas here. I'm going to be fighting Nikita Krylov on UFC 324, January 24th at the T-Mobile Arena. He's ranked 13th in the world. Absolutely massive opportunity for me, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to go and get the job done, guys. I'm going to go and absolutely smash it. I'm going to go and finish him within the 3 rounds. I've got all the skills, all the capabilities, and this is going to be the best performance of my life.
Big shout out to Modestas, big good luck to Modestas, and we're looking forward to it.
And I just want to give a massive shout out to my boy, Tom Aspinall, the heavyweight champion of the world. I just want to say, I hope you're having a speedy recovery. I hope everything's going well for you, brother. I miss you a lot. I just wish that everything goes smooth, like I say, with the recovery process. I know you're dealing with a lot. Just know that the Baltic Gladiator is always with you. Love you, brother. Love you and your team. Love your family. And yeah, let's go and get a massive 2026. Looking forward to see you after this fight, my man.
It's a nice message, isn't it? I mean, we spoke yesterday on message anyway, but yeah, Modestas is a really nice guy. Obviously, we wish him all the best. Hope everyone from the channel wishes him the best as well.
You got this.
Right, we'll start from the main event. Paddy the Baddy, another English guy fighting for a title versus the legend Justin Gaethje. Let's get into that. Right, let's start with the Paddy the Baddy, our friend of the channel. The thing with Paddy Pimblett, right, is you can look at his skill set, and I've definitely been guilty of this myself over the past few years. Well, I've known Paddy for a long time. We've known each other for like 15 years, but I've seen him fight a lot. I've been around him a lot. And you can look at Paddy and you can think he's lacking in this area. This is not good. By the way, he's improved loads in his last few fights. His improvement level since he's been in the UFC is massive. But he's definitely lacking skill-wise in a couple of areas. As fighters, we're all lacking in certain areas. Of course, nobody's the absolute complete fighter. But the thing about Paddy, his main strength, in my opinion, he's got 2 main strengths. His confidence, absolutely unbelievable confidence. There's not many people involved in any sport that's as confident as he is at winning. And the other thing is with Paddy, even though he might not have textbook clean technique, he finds a way to win. That's something that Paddy does really, really well, is he just finds a way to win. There's definitely people with cleaner technique in the division than him, but he seems to beat them. Like, he just finds a way, he does weird little things, he's got weird little nuances in his game technically that's really unorthodox that people don't know how to deal with. Some of the nice throws that he does, like, that's really hard and really rare in MMA, where he'll get like a whizzer over this way, throw his opponent, end up on top. Something else with Paddy as well is he doesn't mind being on his back. Doesn't mind it. So he will happily get in these clinch situations, and he won't spend loads of energy scrambling and defending takedowns and stuff like that, because Paddy's happy to be on his back. Like, you'll see him in a lot of fights, he'll be tied up against the fence and he'll jump triangles. If he misses the triangle, that's fine, he's on his back. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about being on his back. He'll triangle you off his back, he'll get up. He's really good also, Paddy, at taking the guy's back. Once he's got the guy's back, got his hooks in, he's got great chokes. Really unorthodox and underrated striking as well. Super tall for a lightweight. I don't know what the stats say about how much taller Paddy is than Gaethje, but in person, he looks a lot taller than him, just judging from in person. And he really whips up the kicks really nicely, Paddy. That's something that I've seen a big improvement in his game, is he whips his kicks up really nice. Low kicks are great. You'll see him throw a lot of them. And if, like we've seen in the Bobby Green fight, if his opponent catches a leg, it doesn't matter. Like, he'll go and finish him, even if they caught the leg. Like, there's so much unorthodox stuff that Paddy does, and he can win from absolutely anywhere. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Paddy does against it. In my opinion, this is the first elite opponent that he's fought in Justin Gaethje.
Do you see any weaknesses to Paddy?
Paddy gets hit easy for me sometimes, not mega easy though, but sometimes his chin, this is a bad habit that I've got, sometimes he leaves his chin up a little bit too much, which is usually what taller guys do anyway. And he holds his feet in the centre a little bit too much, which can be potentially dangerous, but as I said, everybody has their own weaknesses. You just got to be careful doing that against a guy like Justin Gaethje, who's extremely powerful.
On Gaethje, how do you see a Gaethje going up against Paddy?
Right, if you're an MMA fan, you love Justin Gaethje. You love watching him because the guy brings that excitement every single time. I think you can see in his fights how physically strong he is, how well he overpowers his opponents. Throws in the short punches from the clinch a lot, which is really difficult to deal with actually. Like, that's not something that you can't practice that very easily in the gym. Them short, like tying up with one hand and throwing power punches and up the middle with the other hand, that's very difficult to practice in the gym, so it's hard to prepare for. Something that I love about Justin Gaethje is his running low kicks. The guy will literally sprint into a low kick, absolutely doesn't care about his own leg and doesn't care about the other guy's leg. He'll just blast low kicks in from a sprint, which is unbelievable to watch. And he's a wild man. He's an absolute wild man. The thing is with Justin Gaethje is he's had a lot of fights. He's had a lot of tough fights, and he's getting up there in age. I think he's 37, 38 years old. Paddy has had nowhere near as many tough fights as Justin Gaethje has. So I think there's definitely going to be a lot more wear and tear on Justin Gaethje's body in comparison to someone like Paddy. That being said, it works on the flip side. Justin Gaethje's been in the tough fights, the high level fights, the high pressure fights. Paddy really hasn't had them elite kind of fights at this stage of his career. So I can see ways that both guys can win, definitely. I think it's going to be a really, really exciting fight. I think it's impossible to have Justin Gaethje in a fight with anybody and it not be very exciting, like edge of your seat type stuff.
Tom's verdict. Paddy wins.
I think Paddy's going to submit him. I think Paddy's going to submit him late on. I think he's going to take a few shots. I think Paddy's one of the toughest guys out there and it's not going to faze him. And I think that later in the fight, Justin Gaethje will get submitted off Paddy Pimblett and we'll have a new gold around the waist of another British guy, which is great. Right, Sean O'Malley. Now, anyone who's a fan of mine knows, and this is nothing against the little fellas, but I don't like watching the little fellas fight that much.
Hey! Shut up!
I prefer watching the big fellas, but that's because I'm a big guy myself. But Sean O'Malley, one of my favourites across the UFC roster. This guy, one of the most exciting, creative guys in the UFC. This guy, he's brilliant. I absolutely love watching him. Sean O'Malley, I think this fight in particular is very, very, very interesting. I think this is a talking point for me. This is a 3-round fight. Sean O'Malley has been fighting for titles, he's been fighting main events for as long as I can remember. This guy's been fighting 5-rounders for a long time. This is a 3-rounder. Sean O'Malley is predominantly a counter striker, in my opinion. He fakes, moves off, their opponent goes, he goes. He does it in the second phase attack a lot. That favours 5 rounds. He takes his time in there, he builds into the fight, he feels out his opponent, and then he attacks when the time is right. Now, with it being a 3-rounder, he doesn't have as much time to progress through the rounds and move through the gears as much as he would in a 5-round fight. Obviously, the fight is nearly half as long as a 5-round fight. So this is going to be interesting how he changes up his style. Saying that, he's very, very quick. His reactions, I think one of the best things about Sean O'Malley is he's so playful in there. He's got great eyes. That's something that I can't say about myself at the moment. But Sean O'Malley, he's got great eyes. Like, he reads the fight really well. His fight IQ's so high. He gets in that playful mindset where he'll draw the opponent out and then he'll attack when the opponent's attacking him. Like, he reads the fight so well. One of my personal favourites to watch fight, excuse me. Let's talk about Song Yadong. This guy sets a pace. This guy sets a serious pace and can maintain it as well. As we spoke about when we were talking about Sean O'Malley, this is a 3-round fight. This is where Song Yadong needs to capitalise on Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley is now pacing himself a little bit slower because he's used to them 5-round fights where he builds into it. Song Yadong, 3-round fighter predominantly. Like, he's used to that 3-round pace where you can go all out for 3 5-minute rounds, especially these small guys. These guys can go 100% for 15 minutes, no problem. So he needs to set the pace on Sean O'Malley. Don't let him get in that rhythm. Break his rhythm, mix in between takedowns and striking, and try and put the pace on him. We've seen Tim Welsh, who anyone who doesn't know, Tim Welsh is one of the great minds in MMA. He is Sean O'Malley's coach. And he said that he's similar in styles to Chito Vera, but a little bit more springy, a little bit more movement involved than Chito Vera has. So I think that if he can move with Sean O'Malley, then it might give Sean O'Malley a few problems. And we've seen Sean O'Malley's made a point in this fight of saying, look, if I don't win this one, I might be done. So Sean O'Malley's putting a bit of pressure on himself there, and it's going to be interesting to see who wins.
Tom's verdict. O'Malley wins.
I think Sean O'Malley has fought at a way higher level than Song Yadong. I think that this guy's a star. This guy's had a lot of eyes on him from early in his UFC career. He's used to the pressure, and he puts on a show. So I think that if he goes in with that playful mindset and he takes his time and he doesn't put too much pressure on himself, which we've never seen him do before, I think that this should be a clean knockout for Sean O'Malley. Right, on the Tom Aspinall official channel, we love the heavyweights, so we can't not talk about the heavyweights. We've got my mate, Cortes-Acosta Cortez.
Say that again.
Versus the Black Beast, the people's favourite, Derrick Lewis. Let's get into it.
Your mate versus the people's champ, maybe, should we call him, Derrick Lewis?
Mate, we love a heavyweight tear-up, right? These are two big dudes. We've got Waldo first. Big puncher, obviously. Big puncher, a lot of knockout power.
I ain't all that technical and all that, but I'm getting there.
Mate, the technical breakdown isn't that technical in this one. We'll talk about both guys quick. Derrick Lewis, massive puncher. Waldo, also massive puncher. If you're going to get hit by any guy, you're definitely going to get knocked out. Now, this is the gift and the curse for these guys. They're both massive punchers. They're both aware that they're both massive punchers. Big looping overhand rights and left over the top from both of them. Very, very dangerous guys. They're either going to get involved and someone is going to get knocked out cold and it's going to be great, or it might be the fight in UFC history and none of them want to get knocked out, so none of them want to commit. Hopefully it's not that. Hopefully someone gets knocked out and it's fun and everyone does a big cheer and loves it.
Tom's verdict. Waldo wins.
I would say Waldo's going to knock him out. He's going to stop him. This is what I think is going to happen. I think Derrick Lewis always has the ability to knock somebody out, of course. Very, very powerful puncher. But I think that right now, Waldo's a little bit sharper than him. So I would say Waldo will win.
Hey, Tom Aspinall, I told you, I go for you, you know? You see me today, what me do? I want to break your head like that, like what me do today.
Nervous as heck. Oh my gosh. What is your name?
Let's not forget, Tom Aspinall Official, we are predominantly UK channel. We love the UK guys, we love the UK fighters. So we have got Arnold Allen versus John Silva. That's a good fight, that's a very good fight. The return of the almighty Arnold Allen. We can't wait for that one. So best of luck to Arnold Allen and let's show him some support in the comments. Right, so we've got Arnold Allen versus Silva. This is a tough return fight for Arnold. He's been off for a little while, but we've seen this from Arnold before. He does have injuries. All fighters have injuries, but Arnold's been suffering that over the recent years a little bit. So he has had extended periods of time off. Arnold Allen, really good striker, really good grappler, really good fight IQ. He's good everywhere. Arnold Allen's really good everywhere. Massively underrated as well, in my opinion. I think the inactivity, you know, there's a lot of recency bias in MMA. You don't fight for a bit, people tend to forget about you a little bit, which is a shame. But we remember on Tom Aspinall official channel how good Arnold Allen is. So I think if he goes out there, he gets behind his jab, uses his low kicks, plays it smart, I think he can have a bit of a clean performance. But Silva, this guy's a wild man. This guy's an absolute wild man. He gets involved, he has a scrap. You see him barking at his opponents, you see him shouting at his opponents, you see him doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Arnold Allen, level-headed guy, so I don't think he'll get involved with that kind of stuff. But sometimes, look, if your guy's punching you and barking at you at the same time, that might send someone like Arnold Allen over the edge. I don't know. You never know. So we'll see what happens there. So hopefully Arnold will not get in a scrap with him. I think that if he plays it at range, uses low kicks, uses jab, uses straight 1-2, comes off at angles, he's not stood in front having a brawl with Silva. I think Arnold Allen, if he uses fight IQ well, which he can do, we've seen him do a lot of times, I think that it should be a clean performance. Pretty simple. In my opinion, I would say decision win for Arnold Allen after a long layoff.
Tom's verdict. Allen wins.
Right, we'll wrap up on that. That's UFC 324 preview done. As we said at the start of the video, we're doing more of these. Team Aspinall membership is coming for UFC 325, but let us know in the comments what you want to see on the Team Aspinall membership, and that'll be it for today. But we'll see you for the review of the fights. Right.